Hello everyone. I hope you're having a great day or great night wherever you may be. I'm going to talk to you tonight about the subject of jerseys, sports jerseys, team jerseys. It has been suggested by people who know and love me that I am the type of fan who is more concerned with the name on the back of the jersey than with the name on the front. And tonight in this video I will give you some evidence and some insight and share some of my jerseys with you, and I'll let you decide for yourself whether that is true. So let's start with the National Hockey League. And when the greatest franchise in the National Hockey League visits the Bay Area, if we'll allow that the Bay Area includes San Jose, 47 miles to the south of San Francisco, which has its own NHL franchise, the San Jose Sharks. So when that great NHL franchise comes to town, I try to attend once a year. And when I attend that game, would you want me to wear my jersey, a jersey with my name on it, or a jersey with the name of a guy who sells insurance in New Orleans? And I word it that way for a very specific reason. And let me tell you a story. 1991, Glastonbury, Connecticut. My first project after college. I spent a lot of time at work, but after work I spent a lot of time at the Hartford Civic Center watching the Hartford Whalers. Remember them? Dun 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 dun. Remember that whenever they'd score a goal? I also spent a little bit of time during that project at a place called Berenson's Hartford High Lie, but I'll have to tell you about that another time. And during the weekends, I would usually not stay in Hartford. I would go to the big city. And in that big city, while I enjoyed and liked the Whalers in the big city, I fell in love with the Boston Bruins. And my favorite player on the Bruins had a very short career. He was 2 years older than I am, graduated from the University of New Hampshire, same time I graduated. Played for 2 seasons in the NHL, 102 games, had 14 goals, 23 assists, 114 penalty minutes. My kind of guy, right? Wouldn't you think? So he was my favorite player, and I went to a lot of games, and you would think I would have bought a jersey with his name on it. But as I said, when the time came, I bought the jersey, and his career was really over after 102 games. So he did, after that career, he played for the U.S. national team in the 1994 Winter Olympics, but he had a very short NHL career. So the jersey I bought, of course, the great sweater from the Boston Bruins, does not have this player's name, but instead it has my name and my number. Now, I mention this because where is that player now? That guy is selling insurance in New Orleans. He looks very healthy, he has a beautiful family, I think 5 or 6 kids. And I won't say his name, but based on the statistics I gave you, you could probably figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, you can call my friend Mark O'Sullivan from Dorchester, Mass. He was a great goalie at Notre Dame when I was working with the hockey team. And Mark now coaches goalies. He can tell you who this player is just based on the statistics that I described. So shout out to Sully, shout out to O'Sullivan Hockey, and if you got a young player there in New England, in the Massachusetts area, hook up with O'Sullivan Hockey. They will make you a better player. While we're on the subject of hockey, I'm going to switch to a different jersey, a classic, the Statue of Liberty Rangers jersey. And again, for this jersey, I would have to honor the greatest NHL player of all time, number 99, Wayne Gretzky. I have not done that yet, but when I do customize this jersey, it won't have my name and number. It will say 99, the great one. Now I'm going to switch sports, but stay in New York. And I want you to take a look at my Yankees batting practice jersey. I have a couple of options here. I can number this with the captain, the man from Canton, number 15, Thurman Munson. Or the other captain, the man in our hearts, now batting shortstop, number 2, Derek Jeter. Shortstop, number 2. If you'll indulge me as I quote the late, great Bob Shepard. Some jerseys resemble the team and the icon so much that I could never put my name on the jersey, like this one. When you see this jersey, I hope you think of the Hit King, the greatest singles hitter in the game. A man who, had he played his entire career in the U.S., he would hold the hit record from Pete Rose. And this guy never bet on baseball. Ichiro Suzuki. Some jerseys might not bear my name, but they might bear a nickname. It was popular with baseball doing that this summer, but basketball, I have this old Celtics jersey representing the C's. You might remember this guy. That's me, employee number 8. I make baskets. But it does beg the question, is this me? Because of course, as you know, in my work and in my life, I travel a lot. Staying with basketball, I had a number of Lakers jerseys that I think I've since given away, but they honored both Shaq and Kobe, because as a duo, those guys were as good as it gets, and had they stayed together, they would have won many more titles. They were special. I even have some college football jerseys for teams other than my own. And when you think about the Buckeyes, there's so many different ways to go with who you could honor or who you might honor on a Buckeyes jersey. But I'm classic, and I went with the man from Canton, a great linebacker, Chris Spielman. I know you can say, but Chris didn't play high school football in Canton. Never mind that. He's a great Buckeye. Now, you would think with all these jerseys that I have, when I choose to customize them, I've always made the right call. What's appropriate, either my name, no name, or the player's name. But there's one time that I've badly erred. And I'll take you to 2001 for that. I committed that summer and the following summer to attend 20 games a year at the most comfortable place to watch baseball anywhere, Chavez Ravine, Dodger Stadium. So when I started that season and bought those tickets, I bought a jersey, and they asked me, how do you want to customize the jersey? What's a classic? It's the classic, white Dodger jersey, red number in the front, blue number in the back. And I should have, a wiser me would have, a me of today would go back and say, don't put any name on it, put a red 42 on the front and a blue 42 on the back to honor Jackie Robinson. I didn't make that decision, as you know, and it's now my name, my number. And that said, I love this jersey, and as soon as I finish shooting, I'm going to put this jersey on, because as you know, the Dodgers are in the World Series, and I hope that the Dodgers can win the World Series. So that's my fun with jerseys tonight, and I hope I've given you enough evidence to decide for yourself. Am I simply a narcissist, Or am I truly concerned more with the name on the back of the jersey than the name on the front of the jersey? Or is it something different, and am I just a guy who has a lot of sporting equipment? Thanks for watching. Have a great night.